There's no power. We're still executing promotions. We're still doing other things. We're still moving an entire elementary school. We're still doing an annual training brief. But all of that's overshadowed because of one thing today. And it's all overshadowed because of Chief Ash's promotion. How many people here, raise your hand, are 22 years old or less? All right, gentlemen, one of you has been in the Army longer than you have been alive. He has been around. Oh man. 23 years now between active and reserve service. 23 years. 12 years. Well, let me get back to that. Let me just talk about Chief Ash. He has a very varied career, and everything we throw at him here, he does with excellence. Whether you're talking casualty affairs, whether you're talking service and recovery things, or whether you're talking general warrant officer professional development, or mentoring his soldiers, which is key. And one of the things that I've heard about since the day I got here was this water jet. And he has been the one championing that effort, for all of you that don't know, to get the hookup from DPW, to get the CNC training. He's been the one championing that effort across the entire regiment and post. And that's been incredible things. Now I do find it funny that Chief Lowe went up to Fort Lewis, Washington, to a fires brigade, because there's only like a handful of fires brigades left in the entire Army. And that's where he came from. His time as a fire in the 173rd Fires Brigade? 308 Fires Brigade at Fort Lewis, and then he was also at Fort Benning, Georgia, which is probably about as hot as it is here. A lot of our soldiers right now that are JRTC are saying they can't wait to come back here because they'll sweat less. But the promotion that he's doing right now, for those that don't know, is basically making the leap to a field grade officer. This is making the leap from an E60, 70, 78, from a captain to a major, and from a CW2 to a CW3. This is the biggest leap that you can make, because you are no longer a company grade officer, you're now a field grade officer. And I will tell you that every single W1 out there, W01, 99.9%, unless they do something really heinous, is going to make W2. The promotion to CW3 is not like that. It is very hard to get. Very hard. And the board that just came out, we had some individuals within our own regiment that did not get selected. The man standing before you, based on his future potential, because that's what promotions are about, the Army said, I absolutely entrust Chief Ash to make that next step for all of soldiers and for the Army. And I have no doubt at all that he's prepared to do that. And one of the best things is two things that many of you don't hear me talk about. The leaders hear me talk about it all the time, but a lot of people here aren't leaders. Teamwork and personality. Those are the two things that I tell everybody make a senior officer or senior NCO successful. You cannot get by in today's Army without teamwork. And when I say teamwork, I mean up, down, and sideways. And you cannot get by without a good personality. Not a toxic personality, not a lazy personality, but a friendly personality while also having the gumption to tell people when they're wrong and execute the mission. Teamwork and personality. I can tell you right now that he has both. And that's why he's been selected, and why I have no doubt that about 3-4 years from now he'll be coming on the next rank, if he chooses to stay in that level. It's a long time. But that lead, CW3, that's impressive. Are you ready for it? Okay, publishing orders.
Attention orders. To all who shall see these presents greeting, know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Alfonso L. Ash, I do appoint him Chief Warrant Officer 3, Ordnance Corps, Regular Army, and United States Army to rank as such from the first day of September 2013. This officer will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the office to which appointed, by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto belonging. Signed, John M. McHugh, Secretary of the Army.
Okay, we got one more thing. The officer oath is slightly different from the enlisted oath today. Having been appointed as CW3 in the United States Army,
Having been appointed to CW3 in the United States,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I take this obligation freely,
and I take this obligation free,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thus far. Next, I'd like to thank my spouse, who's not here, my family for supporting me and all that I've done over these long and enduring years. And I'd like to thank my soldiers, next of all, for being there with me, supporting me, doing an excellent job in the shop, taking care of what we got to take care of. Next, Captain Little, who's been here, support. Senator McFarland, mentor, Chief Lowe, who's not here as well, who's definitely been there for me. And fellow warrants, I'd like to thank you guys also for being there, helping me coming to you with a lot of things that I need assistance with. And thanking everybody else for coming out and just taking the time to share a moment in your day, this busy time that we have going on right now with all the movement going on. And I thank everybody.
Cool.